Well, they should call 2024 the year of the layoff. A lot of layoffs and firings going on in the video game industry. This time, Ubisoft has been hit. Because they've been reorganizing and shuffling things around to try to cut a lot of the fat, 33 people at their Toronto studio are now gone. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot of people, but for a small studio, that's a lot of their staff. So 33 people gone. And I know Ubisoft isn't a small studio, but their Toronto location, probably not a massive number of people there. So they're getting rid of people because of redundancies. So someone that's doing a job somebody else was doing, that's it for them. This team is noted for their work on Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, and the Splinter Cell remakes. This isn't the only thing going on with Ubisoft, though. The CEO had some things to say recently when it comes to malicious and personal online attacks. Once again, criticism towards their games is hyped. They don't like you gamers that are giving them tough criticism. So, of course, that is now vulgar hate because you criticize their game. Why do you think this is happening right now? Well, because of Assassin's Creed Shadows. So you've got that game coming out. It has faced a lot of criticism, and they've been getting heat worldwide, by the way, especially in Japan. Japanese are not happy with that game. I'm just going off of what I've seen on forums and YouTube videos that are from Japan. You can translate those and see what they're saying yourself if you want to. And from what I've seen, they're not happy with this game. But of course, that means that this guy has to come out and attack people and brush it off. Well, it's just people that are hateful. It's not really true of the actual game. They actually like our game. It's going to be fun. It's going to make a lot of money. I actually do think it'll sell okay just based on the branding. I mean, it's Assassin's Creed. I would hope I'm wrong, but, I mean, people are just going to buy it, and it's sad because that game is disingenuous. It's not giving you an actual Japanese kind of setting. And I know it's a video game, and there's historical inaccuracies in all of these games. It's just funny to see them simp over this game and this Yusuke character that they made up. And I know he's a real character in history, but everything that I've seen shows that this guy was not a real samurai. And it's just crazy that the first Assassin's Creed to go to in Japan as a setting, doesn't star an Asian samurai. They pick the guy that was a retainer that they just going to turn him into a samurai, and they're only doing it because he's black. And they put in hip-hop music and all of this stuff. It's like, I thought this was supposed to be Japanese culture. So, you know, a lot of people are pointing this shit out to them, and they don't like it. So they're out here now saying that, oh, well, it's just these hateful gamers. They need to leave us alone. They're personally attacking us. Oh, they have this game, too. I forgot about Star Wars Outlaws with Ma'am Solo. A lot of people criticizing this game, too, and for good reasons. So they're getting a lot of heat right now. But apparently, it's not criticism. It's malicious and personal online attacks. Right. The people that I see acting malicious and personally attacking people are the people from the studio or game journalists. They're doing the most malicious shit, in my opinion. But in an interview with Lucy O'Brien, Ubisoft's director of editorial communications, that was published to Ubisoft's website, the CEO was asked, and that's this guy's name right here. He was asked, I'd like to end with a two-part question. First part, what dismays you about the games industry right now? His response, one thing I'm concerned about right now is the malicious and personal online attacks that have been directed at some of our team members and partners. I want to make it clear that we at Ubisoft condemn these hateful acts to the strongest possible terms, and I encourage the rest of the industry and the players to denounce them too. I am proud to support the amazing work of our teams and partners, and I will always trust in their creative choices. We should all celebrate the hard work and talent that goes into making video games, he concluded. So, receipts? Can I see those? The only thing you're getting is a lot of criticism because you've put out 2 very DEI-influenced games. So what do? Well, they blame you. You're the problem, not them. This is like textbook shit now at this point, to just blame the gamers, blame the fans. They're the ones in the wrong. How dare they not just shut their mouths and consume? So, saying it's unclear what he's talking about, given that he does not share any evidence or discuss what these malicious and personal online attacks, However, 2 major upcoming games that Ubisoft is about to release, that being Outlaws and Shadows, have been massively ridiculed by gamers for its injection of wokeness in character choice and design, as well as the narratives both games plan to tell. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. And that's why he's coming out and doing this. So they have to get people talking about anything but the games themselves. So this is fairly new. I expect a lot of outlets like IGN to run with this and start attacking you, the gamer, the fan, over this, because they need to take your conversation away from the fact that those games are shit. And that's the best way to do it right there. The other big thing is that Pride Month continues over at Activision. This is an email that was sent out to employees over at Activision. Welcome to Disability Pride Month. I didn't even know that this was a thing. But we got to move right into the new grift. And this is it right here. July is recognized as Disability Pride Month in the U.S., and it's time to celebrate the history, achievements, and diversity within the disability community. What does that mean? Isn't being disabled already doesn't that already make you a minority? So we're only going to celebrate a POC that's disabled? I don't quite understand that. They even have kind of like a rainbow color up there with disability. But sure, diversity in the diverse group. Absolutely. Here at Activision, we strive daily to improve the accessibility features in our games in order to break down barriers and ensure all people around the world can enjoy our games together. One of the most recent examples of our efforts is to launch Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, where we proudly have settings that have tagged for easier identification for specific motor, vision, audio, and cognitive adjustments, updates to controller settings to allow for fine adjustments to motor effort and control benefiting players with motor disabilities, opportunities for players to provide feedback and customize their experience, including options for visual impairment or color blindness, a low motor strain accessibility preset in the game which allows players to decrease the physical effort needed to play. Why don't you just put an aimbot in the game at this point? I mean, this is, so Disability Pride Month. Most people that are disabled just want to be treated normal and don't want to be seen as a victim, which this is kind of doing. So what a crazy time we live in. So Disability Pride Month. There you go. Now you know, moving right into a new one. So that is today in gaming, I guess. Ubisoft is on a big rant and laying people off and attacking their fan base, and Activision just continues to run around and let you know how virtuous they are. Good on them. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.